With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Dwayne Jones, boxing and barbecue. Salute, fam. You must understand that the touch of my hand makes my thoughts react. Rashard Livingston, Stephen L. the Max, salute, fam. King Jr., Coach Smoke, or Cop Smoke, what up? Bernard Gilbert in the building. Jerome Truitt, Pete Davenport. Oh, what's Bud got to do with it? It's out of control at this point. It's out of control. Ratchet since 91. Queen 71 in the building. Jelly Bean. Queen 71 is in the strong house. Salute, sis. Lord Sweat Real. Salute. Rick Blackwell. King Bonnie. Volts UK. Outlaw Jr. Duke Todd in the building. Antonio Hambrick. Son of Tank. Volts UK. MP. What the fuck? What's good? Kano Local Sports in the building. Terry Smoot. LeVar Cooper. Bruce Goes in the building. Salute, OG. We got LeVar Cooper. Jake Good, Mr. Pads, Supreme Beast, Boxer Talk, Cadillac Red in the building. Mark Wonderlick, what's good, fam? C Love, what up? Smash the like button, family. Look, Ed 1050, what up? Brooklyn Born. Look, man, NY Willis, salute. You know, we clown, you know, we got jokes over here. Cedric Taylor, salute. Tay, good morning. Reggie Milligan, salute. GP, salute. We clown over here. You know, we got jokes. You know, we roast. You know what I mean? Yeah, everyone, please, man. If you black, you know what I'm doing. Quest X, salute. You know what I'm saying? We just snapping on them. That's all. Don't nobody hate Bud. We just saying that this looks exceptionally bad right now. This looks exceptionally bad right now. Did you ever hear me say Bud is a bad fighter? No. Pound for pound, one of the best to ever do it. If not, you can make the case that he is pound for pound the best in the world right now. But God damn it, what's he going to do? What's Bud got to do with it? Once again, and I'm going to tell you what it is. You could know the business. You know, salute to my brother L Dub. That's my brother. We was talking behind the scenes. I get it. I understand. The Mitchell Show, salute. But this looks bad. This looks bad. And I like to keep it simple. I like to keep it so simple because you got to understand. All right. I don't know everything. I say that damn near every day. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I learn a lot from the family. They hit me up behind the scenes. Yo, Drew, have you seen this? Do you know this? And I don't see everything. Everybody else has full-time lives. And I'm like, oh, man, good looking out. Let me read this. Yeah. I get it. But Calvin Johnson, salute. Devin Blocker, salute. I like to keep it simple, so simple as possible. I understand There's a lot of things going on. All right? Come on now. With the Deontay Wilder things, do you know how many times I tried to sit down and explain to a casual with this Fury and Wilder thing? And we're reliable sources. Why? Because we're in touch with the camp. We know things. They don't have an attention span to even understand what I'm saying. So I just stopped talking. With this boxing shit, you have to keep it simple. Robert Singleton, salute. Keith James, Thrill Hill. You got to keep it simple. And I will say this. How did we get here? Because this man, Southern T, salute, fam. This man said no to 60-40. That's how this whole thing started. All right? You remember the AJ and Wilder situation? How did we get all the way over here? ATL, Unanimous Boxing Sports, salute, fam. How did we get all the way over here? Crush the Legend, salute. Idiot asked for 50 million. He had 50 million. He looked at it. NBA D Night, salute. He never said the money was fraudulent. He asked for the money. He saw the money. Then he said he wasn't selling his soul. Keep it simple. Do you understand? Before Errol flipped his Ferrari, we could have had this fight. We could have been on fight number 2 by now. Bud said no, family. He said no. He's still saying no. He's still saying 60-40 his way or 50-50. Big Block, salute. I mean, come on, man. Come on. DeLand James, salute. Come on, bud. Do you remember how we got here? Do you remember he re-signed with Top Rank? Y'all remember that? And wasn't we all sitting here like, yo, Bud, what the Bud you doing? Bud, the fuck you doing? What? Flatboy Place, salute. Remember? I could have bought a house in Beverly Hills with the amount of money I lost on Bud. And we all look at Bud. What does Bud say? What did he say? Y'all don't know his heart. Huh? Bud the fuck? What? I waved the white flag when he did that. I said, I can't stick up for the guy if he don't want to stick up for himself. I'm just gonna play the field, like whatever. I'm gonna stay in my lane. He don't want our help. He don't talk to us anyway. I didn't even take that personal, because who he talks to and what he does in the ring is 2 totally different things. You can't deny his brilliance in the ring, but we calling it what it is. This is ridiculous. So once again, he's in a position. He finally went out there. He fought Sean Porter. He beat him. I picked him to beat Sean. That's cool. Anthony Jones, salute. That's cool. That's cool in the game. I'm with that. Sean pissed me off anyway. Y'all know why. That kind of got, looked at strange, after the fight when his father says, hey, man, he ain't have a proper camp. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Do we want to discredit the win now? Fuck it. Sean's retired. Fine, whatever. I'll give him full credit for that win. I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. But then, there's always the mumblers in the back. Like, hey, man, Errol did beat him first. And he had a full camp with Errol. And Errol wasn't 100% going into that fight. So 75, 80% Errol knocked down 100% Sean Porter. And 80% Sean Porter went in there, and Bud had all the problems in the world. Yeah, that's right, Flatboy. Terrence Turner. Because right now it seems like he's claiming to be the victim. Mark Casey, salute. Robert, what up? Black Vision, salute. He's claiming to be the victim. That's what it looks like. He's not the victim at this point. We could have had this fight. We could have been on fight number 2. For all we know, he could have knocked Errol out the first time already. We're ready to see what's next. And what I don't understand is this, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. This is what I asked on Tay's show last night. Are y'all convinced that Bud understands, like, what's happening as far as rankings and shit? Who has faith that he understands 100% what's going on? Because I'm not sure he does. I'm not sure. All right. At first, I said it was a good move when he starts writing letters and shit and asking, who'd he ask? He asked the WBC if he could be the mandatory. Sent that dude to that meeting or whatever. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, Bud's making some moves. That's not how you do things. I said, oh, okay, all right. So I'm looking at it. I was trying to look at the cup half full. I was like, well, at least you're trying to do something, right? At least you're trying to do something. Pump fake. All right, fine. All right, bud. All right, bud. I forgive you, bud. Then, fairly recently, Unique Dawn, salute. Then, y'all got to know her music to understand why this is funny. I'm your private boxer, boxing for money. Do what you want me to do. Come on now. Come on, bud. Damn. Then he says, I want to go the IBF route. Two things about that IBF route. Two things. Number one, I understand that it's not 60-40. It was 65-35. The brothers UK, salute. 65-35. I'm no mathematician, but 65-35 is less than 60-40. Phenomenal Mexican salute. I know she did, man. Holy cow. She is not letting her foot off the gas. But 65-35 is less than 60-40. Now, Shun, salute. Now, let me try and make sense of it. He's no longer with Bob Arum, allegedly. So maybe 65-35 is more money than the 60-40 he would have gotten when he was with Bob Arum. Let's play that game. Let's try and defend Bud if we can. Let's play that game. All right. Okay. But here's the other problem. You want to know what the problem is? Who's in the way of that IBF position? A guy named Boots Ennis. So I'm asking y'all, are we sure Bud knows how everything is working? Did he look that up before he asked for it? Is he willing to go through Boots to get the arrow? B&B Boxing News, salute. Is he looking to go through Boots to get the arrow? Because if he is, if you talk to Bud, he says, oh, yeah, I know. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fight him. I'm like, oh, I'll be like, hey, oh, man, hey, make it happen. I'm with it. I'm with that. But I don't know if he understood that. Are we sure? Are we convinced that Bud knows how the rankings work? Because, yo, listen, a lot of fighters don't. Listen, there's a lot of things that are going on in the rankings that I didn't understand. I'm being so honest right now. I'm being so honest. Maybe the 65-35, him getting 35 on his own without Top Rank was more money. Maybe he knew that. But did he know Boots was in the way? Did he see that? If he did, he's like, I don't care. That's cool in the game. I'm not sure he did, though. What happened? Hold on. I got the other screen up. Al B, salute. Alex Varhey, salute. Hold on. Be careful, wrenches. Be careful, y'all. You cool, LeVar. I got you. Careful, y'all. It's all good. That happens sometimes. It's all good. Yo, are we convinced that Bud understands rankings? I mean, DP Rocker, salute. Let's be honest. Eric Jenkins, salute. again, I like, listen. Let's not be wrong and strong. All right. I don't come on here claiming to know everything. But we had the brilliant thing about the internet is that we have access to a lot of information. Yes, we have access to a lot of information. And hold on now. Damn. Always something, life. Man. There's fighters that are just fighting. They just lace them up and go out there and knock heads off or get their heads knocked off. But there are a lot of fighters that they don't understand how rankings work. They don't know who cop a salute. They don't know who's their mandatory because there's so many goddamn belts. If you're unified in whatever one you're missing, Bolly, salute. It's principality, salute. That's right. Ab work every day. Ab work every day. No exceptions. Ab work every day. No exceptions. No exceptions. Ab work every day. Listen. I doubt, like right now, Josh Taylor, you ask him, who's your mandatory for all of those belts you have? Don't know. Don't care. You know when they start saying this is your mandatory? When a certain fighter is about to do something huge. Like Devin Haney. Yeah, Kambosos is sitting down with Devin and they're close. Next thing you know, we turn on the news. Kambosos got to defend against Nuriaki Hubuka. Who? Oh, yeah, he was ranked number 1. He's undefeated. He's 44-0 with 43 KOs. Who? All his fights in the goddamn Tokyo. Never seen him, never heard of him, can't even find a picture. But he's nice. And then he'll have some fans come in our comment section. No, he's really good. But like, I never heard of this guy. I never stop. 503 line in the building, Rob Sportsman Lee. You want to put him in the ring against the great Kabuki. You got him fighting the great Muda. Come in the ring, spit and mist. Like this is Punch Out. Never heard of the guy. But he'll have some outstanding record and have people insisting that he's nice. You're like, no. Stop. He can wait. Have him fight for Undisputed since he's so good. But we've never heard of him. We can't find no video of him. Watch this, y'all. Vince, salute. Y'all remember a fighter by the name of Chris John? He was nice. He fought on HBO. I watched it. El Carter, salute. Yeah, Muda's my dude. Y'all know Chris John? Where's he from? No one even talks about him now. Where's Chris John from? On paper, without jumping the divisions, he had a better record than Manny Pacquiao. Y'all go ahead and Google Chris John. Did y'all forget about him? I know Bruce Goes know who's at it. I know who that is. That's right, Robert Marquez fought him. Yep. Little Asian dude. Look up his record. Hall of Fame for sure. No one talks about him now. ¿Qué lo que? Felix Nunes, salute. Yeah. They will dig up a guy. You know how many of those guys are running around in the Philippines and Thailand? That's right. He fought Juarez. Dude was nice. Really great record. they will find someone from there and just throw him. This is the mandatory. You're like, what? Wait a minute. We have Undisputed about to happen over here. Why are y'all forcing this? And they will find this guy's fan base. They'll find about 100 of them and throw them in these random chat rooms on these live streams. He deserves his shot. You don't like Filipinos. You don't like Thais. Huh? Wait a minute. He got next. No, he got first. Whoever wins this, he got first. He's going to be the first defense. And then we can say, no, this guy's nice. He's undefeated. Why are you trying to stop? Come on, man. These fighters don't even know these rankings like that. They're living for the now. They're trying to get things done. Man, I get sick of boxing. But the thing is, I don't think Bud understands what's happening. He asked for that IBF route. It's like, yo, you sure you want this? You want door number 2? You sure? Because you can get Errol. And that 35 is going to be higher than that 35 on your own is going to be worth more than the 40 than if you was with Bob. Because for all we know, that 40%, if he accepted it with Bob, that really would have been probably 19 or 20%. Maybe. And I'm just talking right now. So maybe the 35% is worth more now than the 20%. Than the 40% if he was with Bob. Maybe. St. Louis Mix, salute. Maybe. But you sure you want that IBF? You sure you want what's behind door number 2? Because you know what's there? You can get that. But you never guess who's in the way of that. And here's what I'm saying. Hen Dog, salute. Here's what I'm saying. Errol, once again, is heavy lifting. Self-made, salute. He's heavy lifting again. Ugas is no pushover. Once again, he's heavy lifting. So now that that's happening, David Hambone, salute. Now that that's happening, what is Bud going to do next? What's Bud got to do with it? He chose it. He wants that IBF route, right? Boots is there for real. Who wants to see Bud versus Boots? Now watch this. And I'm talking to the Bud fans now. Just because I wouldn't mind seeing Bud versus Boots, does that mean I'm hating on Bud? Do I want to see a good fight? You just want to see Bud lose. No. Do y'all understand I have no horse in this race? I got love for Errol. I got love for Bud. I got love for Boots. I have no horse in that race. Whoever emerges from this, emerges from it. I just don't understand how Bud is moving right now. Keep it simple. If Errol is restricted from what he says and Bud knows it, then Bud needs to say that. All of this, I'm not talking to these guys, but I'm talking to these guys. Look where it got them now. Because now we're left to connect dots. And if we're wrong, he might want to tell us. Because none of this looks good right now. Cassandra, salute. Listen, if Bud says, yeah, I know Boots is there, that's why I asked for it. I'm going to be like, ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But all this, T-Hunt, salute, all this posturing, saying that 60-40 his way or 50-50, it never made sense, y'all. I don't care what he did at 140. Because guess what? Remember, I spoke about this almost a year ago. I don't care about 140 when you're at 147. You know why? Josh Taylor's about to be at 147. And if Bud expected the red carpet to be rolled out for him, what the fuck you think they're going to do for Josh Taylor? I spoke about this already. Josh Taylor could slide right in the front door and say, hey, did the same thing that Bud did, and I had a harder way to go. Now what? DB Martha Track, salute. Tell me when I'm lying. Bud wanted that red carpet rolled out for him, and he started posturing. Now, what if Josh Taylor goes to Errol and says, listen, let's fight. And Errol says, 60-40. No, watch this. Errol says, boxing MMA, salute. Errol says, all right. You know I ain't going no overseas to fight you, right? You know that shit is out, right? And Josh says, yeah, I know. Come to Dallas? Yeah. 70-30? Yeah. Now watch this. He'll say, what if Josh Taylor says 70-30 because I ain't even got no belt? Bud has a belt. We don't know what the fuck he's doing. But I just came here and I'll fight you. I'm undisputed. I have the same marketing plan that Bud had. Difference is, Bud's over there holding the WBO hostage. You know how that goes. He's going to say that shit. Thomas, what up? Mike Rim, salute. But I'll fight you 70-30. Errol says, okay. Now we got Josh Taylor versus Errol in Dallas. What's Bud going to do? What's Bud got to do with it? This was what I was trying to prevent. And I'm just trying to look ahead because Josh Taylor's coming to 147, y'all. 60-40 was on the table, Bud. Come on, man. Stop. Stop playing victim. You wasn't getting screwed. 60-40 by way of the numbers. He was working with you. And y'all know I hate talking about numbers. I try and keep it simple. But if you opened the books and looked at it, yo, how many successful pay-per-views Bud had? Never mind. No, don't even answer that. Talk to Bob. Bob ain't make his money. Bud was satisfied. He's a multi-millionaire. Bud's satisfied with his bag, but the person he was working with was not satisfied. So when Errol says, yo, 60-40, and Bud said no, come on, dogs. I was at MSG when you fought Amir Khan. Because Amir Khan is just Amir Khan. Wordplay. Write it out.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Ricky Williams in the building. Salute. Mr. Gumbo. I know it's upsetting to hear, but yo, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. We're here now. Now look. Errol's fighting Ugas. Another name. What's Bud gonna do now? What's he gonna do? That's what I'm asking. What is he gonna do? He gotta fight Boots, man. And this is another thing. Macadam 1, salute. This is another thing. Whether he fights Boots, why is it that when we say, yo, look, he should fight Boots, some Bud fans are like, oh, no, Virgil Ortiz. Hold on. Both are good fighters. But fighting Boots, wouldn't you agree that's more of a statement? Huh? I'm asking. 502 King, salute. I'm asking. What's he going to do next? Somebody put in the chat, what does he do next now? He already called for the IBF. Boots is right there. Is he going to back out of that? Jay Wayne, salute. Is he going to back out of that? That's what I'm saying. Did he know Boots was sitting there? Did he know? Call up the IBF. Yo, make me the mandatory, man, please. All right, you got to fight for it. I don't give a fuck. Yo, do you know who's there? Who? Boots. Oh, shit. I know, Mr. Gumbo. And if y'all cool with that, then I'm cool with that. Y'all like it? I love it. I'm cool. I'm just saying this didn't make any sense to me. I said, okay, He's hitting up people and he's sending people to conferences talking about make me the mandatory, the WBC, make me the mandatory. I said, okay. But the weirdest part is this nigga's in the ocean, trolling, screaming in the ocean. I'm like, all right, that's cute. Ain't nothing signed though. You do shit like that after fights are signed. And, you know, I tried to root for him, like, okay, yeah, now he's talking. You know, he's not restricted by Top Rank, because that's what we all thought he was restricted by Top Rank, right? We all thought that, right? We all thought he was restricted by Top Rank. Meanwhile, Bob Arum said he couldn't sell anything. So I don't think Top Rank put a muzzle on him. I think Bob wanted him to run his goddamn mouth and sell himself, because Bob, he ain't put no marketing behind him, because, you know, Bob expects black fighters to sell themselves. The farthest marketing goes for black fighters on Top Rank is Bob getting on there and saying that you're better than Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, and Sugar Ray Leonard. And that's all he's going to do. It's up to you to take that and prove him right in the ring and just run in your mouth. Hey, man. And that's why he said he lost money with Bud. So if your guy that you signed with is saying he lost money on you, where do you get off saying that you're worth 50-50 against a guy that are making the ends meet like a motherfucker in a big arena in Dallas? I was at the pay-per-view when he fought Amir Khan. The Garden is not as big as what's going on in Dallas. It's not. MSG is not that big, y'all, if y'all never been there. Mr. Gumbo said, I'm out. Listen, man, I'm asking. I'm looking for clarity. I'm asking, what is Bud going to do now? That's the question. What's Bud got to do with it? What's he going to do? Errol's fighting Ugas. Fine. What's Bud going to do in the meantime? He requested the IBF route. Boots is there. Is he going to fight Boots? If he's going to fight Boots, that's dope. Jason, what up? What's he going to do? That's what I'm asking. Because what we're seeing right now on paper, think of it how the casuals are looking at it now. Here go Errol with another classic fight. Because Ugas got the Manny Pacquiao fight and beat Manny Pacquiao into retirement. That's exactly what happened. Because I want you guys to understand something. If Manny Pacquiao steamrolled and mauled Ugas, he wouldn't be retired right now. They'd still be talking about Errol. And they be saying, Errol, this is why Errol ducked and faked the eye injury, regardless of the medical records. This is why Errol ducked, because Manny's back. And this is the Manny Pacquiao from 2005. That's right, DP. Right now, Bud's acting like a private dancer. Sirius, salute. That's right, King Vonnie. He got to do something. I just want to know what he's going to do. Because I've been confused about his movements the whole time. So if I'm confused, can you imagine what a casual is? And this is why I'm putting focus on the casual. AB, salute. The casuals, those are the people that'll spend money if they like you. Y'all know that? Not only did Manny Pacquiao have people that knew the sport backing him, he had a whole country. As soon as he retired, they stopped watching boxing. Those are casuals. That's not us. Winston Lee, salute. That's not us. You understand? But when someone shows some interest, they're saying, Big Texas, salute. Dark Truth, salute. Someone shows interest, say, what's up with this Bud guy? Try explaining all of this to them. Big bro, Mr. Gumbo says, I like the sport of boxing, but I'm not emotionally invested in boxers like that. I have my own business to run. No doubt. But you know, we just having a conversation. Man of 216, salute. We all got businesses to run, and 9 to 5s. To my knowledge, nobody in here is rich. To my knowledge, I don't know. But this is a topic of discussion. We are in the barbershop. We are at the spades table. We are at the dominoes table right now. And we make time to listen to our brothers and sisters every day to listen to some boxing. And this is a serious topic of discussion in reference to the sport of boxing. I don't know what Bud is doing. Spirit, salute. I don't know what Bud is doing. What is he doing? Now, again, if he's going to fight Boots, I'm with it. I'm with that. If he fights Boots and beats Boots, what are we going to do? We're going to look at Errol like, bro, that was impressive. We didn't see that coming. It's still going to come down to sales. As much as we hate it. It's still going to come down to sales. And what do we know? Bud still is not outselling Errol. The same thing I was saying about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Look, Bud, take the 40, whoop Errol's ass, and then in the new negotiations, 60-40 him. Now, I know it's not that simple. It's easier said than done. But at least you're doing something. Andrew Gray, salute. Sorry, hit the like button. This doesn't make any sense. Can anybody make sense of what Bud is doing? I'm not hearing it, man. I don't care. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on. I don't care at this point. I don't care who. And salute to my brother L-Dub. Salute to my brother L-Dub. We was talking behind the scenes, and there's a lot of things that he brought to my attention. But at the end of the day, nothing. It doesn't even matter at this point. What matters is what's in plain view, and how do we judo that? If Errol is restricted by a network, by a sanctioning body, or whatever it is, fine. If Bud knows that, Bud needs to say that. Put his business out there. Because Bud's business is out there. Do something.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Do something. I'm sorry, I gotta play this.
Cause I'm coming for them belts, boy.
I'm coming for those belts, boy.
Cause I'm coming for them belts, boy.
I'm coming for those belts, boy.
Cause I'm coming for them belts, boy.
I'm coming for those belts, boy. I love that. That's fucking hilarious.
Man, you're Bud.
Gotta do something, baby.
Man, you're Bud.
Come on now.
Man, you're Bud.
Now I'm clowning. Now I'm clowning. I don't understand. I don't understand. Make it make sense is what I'm asking. Make it make sense. I'm looking for clarity. Does anybody understand what Bud is doing? Because I'm coming for those belts, boy. Make it make sense. Does it make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. Coming for those belts, boy. Anyone? He asked for the IBF route. Boots is there. Errol's fighting Ugas. What's happening in that fight? There's a belt involved, right? Whoever wins that fight walks away as what? And what's Bud doing? Is Errol not doing what he said he was going to do? I'm coming for those belts, boy. Errol said, I'm going to clean up my side of the street. He's doing just that. But he also told Bud, we can get it popping 60-40. And now we're here 2 years later. Now we're here. And what happened in between that? Errol flipped his card, came back, fought Danny Garcia. His resume at 147 is way better than Bud's. Oh, but Bud went out and got a belt. Yeah, got a belt from Jeff Horn. Errol is knocking out Ferraris. He's beating up Danny Garcia. He's beating up Garcias. He's beating up Ferraris. All right. He's about to fight Ugas. He's selling out Dallas. And according to Kenny Porter, Bud just beat a Sean Porter that wasn't committed in camp. And that's according to Kenny Porter. Not us. Kenny said it. So I'm going to take a minute to salute Anthony Jones. He said, y'all disrespecting Bud. He is older and only focusing on fighting champions. You don't have nothing to gain by fighting Boots or Virgil Ortiz. Hold on. Should I? You better be good to me. Should I? Why can't you be? Be good to me. You better be good to me. Should I? Well, let's play the game. Oh, man. Mr. Fist, salute. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Salute Anthony Jones. Let's look at this. Jay, what up? Faith and Cross, salute. He's only focusing on champions. Y'all disrespecting Bud. He is older. If he's old, then retire. He already made history. He said he's going to the Hall of Fame right now, right? Retire if he's old. What's the problem? So, you know, if you want to play the age, if you want to say age, if you want to put age in a factor when you support a particular fighter, they may as well go retire. Because 147 is shark-infested water. All right. Nobody said Manny shouldn't fight Ugas because Manny's only fighting big fights and he's a champion. A lot of people pick Manny to stop Ugas. As a matter of fact, my brother Blue Blood picked Ugas to lose to Manny. I swear to God, he did. He'll tell you that. Picasso, salute. He did. You know what I mean? So we're not disrespecting Bud. We're looking for clarity. Now, the brother Anthony also goes on to say he's focusing on fighting champions. Errol told him 60-40. Where's his focus? His focus was not on fighting a champion. His focus was on his bag because he felt 40% was disrespectful. Then he said 50-50 was more of a good look. But when he thought about it, 60-40 in his direction was even better. So how are you focusing on champions when you're not accepting that from another champion who had more hardware than he did? Who has more belts, Errol or Bud? Who sells more, Errol or Bud? So I'm not buying he's focusing on fighting champions. Now you say he don't have nothing to gain by fighting Boots or Virgil Ortiz. Okay, so while Errol is fighting Ugas for another belt, what do you want to see Bud do? Anthony, you go ahead. I want to see while Errol is fighting, because that fight's happening. It's signed, it's sealed, it's delivered. While that fight is happening, what do you want to see Bud do? Your thoughts, Brother Anthony. Why was its principalities top out? Why was he timed out? What happened? I got the other screen up, family. Please be careful with the wrenches. Marcus the Villain, salute. That's right, Marcus. I mean, what other Mr. Gumbo says, where's the 60-40 contract? Why send the contract when he denied it? He said he wasn't taking it. I'm saying G5, salute. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Gumbo. I mean, why would you, if you and I, if Gumbo, if I want you to deliver some, Mr. Gumbo's rich, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. That man makes a strong 6 figures. Josh, salute. He makes a strong 6 figures a year. Mr. Gumbo might have the deepest pockets. Mr. Gumbo is that grandfather. When you go to the house, you know he got a knot of money for you. Mr. Gumbo got bread. So, Mr. Gumbo, if I want you to move a load from my factory from New York to, I don't know, Idaho somewhere, and for whatever reason, I know you don't want to do it. You've made it clear that you don't like driving that route. You know, the Ku Klux Klan is on that route, and Hard Body J. Timo, salute. Ricky Samuels, salute. You know what I'm saying? And I know you don't want to do it. Why would I send you a contract if I know you don't want to haul the load? Why would I, you know what I'm saying? Why would I send you the contract if I know you're not going to do it? You know, why would I, you know what I'm saying? Why would I send you? Why would I send you the load? Geo James, salute. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, why send the contract if I know you're not going to do it? I'm like, well, why even bother? Errol says 60-40. He said, I'm going to clean up my side of the street. And the Bud side went crazy. Oh, he's ducking. Hold on. I'm going to clean up my side of the street because we all know where all the fighters at. Where was all the welterweights at? Were they on the PBC side or were they on Top Rank side? On the PBC side. Never mind the fact that Bud had options. Instead of going to Top Rank, he could have came to the PBC. But he secured his bag. Not mad. But let's not act like we don't know what happened. We here because of Bud. Nobody was trying to rob Bud. It was reasonable. So the brother Anthony says, if Bud goes out there and beat those young guys, nobody's going to give him credit there. They're just going to say they were young plus didn't have a belt. That's not true. We can't talk about the welterweight division anywhere without bringing up how good Boots is. There are people that are saying Boots is heir to the throne. There are people right here in the chat that are saying Boots beats Errol and Bud and everybody else. I'm just saying what everyone else is saying. Boots is a bad man. That's what I'm saying. Did he understand that Boots was dead? Because if he did, what better way to knock off a young lion and make a statement? Bud will get full credit if he beats Boots. I'm telling you right. And matter of fact, I wouldn't have it. If Bud fought Boots and beat him, I wouldn't let anybody come in my chat and be like, oh, well, Boots was young. Nope. I'd stop him. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Boots was just a killer until he fought Bud. Remember? He was just a killer. Nope. I'm consistent. I'd give him credit for beating Virgil Ortiz. Why not? What I'm asking is, what is Boots going to do now? The Errol Spence fight is not happening next, and that's his fault. So now what is he going to do? That's what I'm asking. Zealous Newton, salute. My brother, Mr. Gumbo. He said, Drew Titan, shut that soft ish up. I don't move for less than 75. I told you. You got to come to the table 75%. When you call Gumbo into the, he's like, I got a hole to move. Gumbo walk in there, he be like, yo, no, 75, nothing less than 75. Yo, man, we only got 45. Call me when you get the rest. Bye. I do great work. That's bullshit right there. You see? Now you see that? Errol reserves the right to talk that same shit at any negotiating table. He reserves that right. Which is why I'm saying 60-40. I just, based off of what was happening, that was generous. That first conversation he had and that number came out, if he'd have said 90-10, I'd have been like, ugh, damn. Gene Grove, salute. Dre, what up? He who greets fire, salute. I'd have been like, oh man, 90-10, 80-20, 9806 degrees, salute. 80-20, god damn. The numbers make sense. But he said 60-40. That's not bad, man. I mean, Ramel Lane, salute. I'm like, come on, man, what am I missing? 2 years ago, before the accident, we could have had the fight, man. And I'm not saying it's an easy fight for Errol. Bud can win the fight. But all of this monkey flipping and shit, it's like, bro, come on, man. For real? For real? Can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious. We do understand that this fight is not Macadon salute. You do understand that this fight has not happened because Bud didn't accept the 40%. Big Dog Willie in the building. We understand we're here because of him. It's not Errol. Bud was on Top Rank. He re-signed with Top Rank. All right, now watch this. Now he's not with Top Rank. And they still ain't fighting. DJ Zion Love in the building. Hello. Oh, man. I think y'all trying to protect Spence from Bud with boots. It sounds like AJ White and Wilder again, but in the world. Hey, man. That's what we doing. Look, man, all I'm saying, you ready for this? I know there's a lot of OGs in the chat. Drake Finest in there, Picasso, Bruce Goes in the chat. Let me ask y'all, and for those of you that go back that far, I don't know everybody's age. In the 80s, Leonard Hearns, were we talking about money? Were your parents talking about money? My parents weren't. They were talking about who's going to win. Hagler Hearns. Were they talking about purse splits and all this other ridiculous shit? Jeffrey Lopez in the building. We were talking about the fight. Geo James, exactly. Nope. ATL, right? Nope. We were talking about the fight. All this A-side and shit. Kamara, salute. All of this shit. This talking about money and shit. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. This is his fault. Because of him, everybody's a goddamn business expert. But we don't know everything, but we know some things. And I know math. I know math. And I know this man chose the IBF route, and it just so happens that it's a mandatory 65-35 split and Boots is in the way. So I'm asking, does he know the rankings? Did he do that on purpose? Because if he did that on purpose, and he says, yeah, I know Boots is there, I'm going to beat his ass. Good for Bud. And if he fights Boots and beats him, I ain't going to have shit but praise for Bud. But I don't see, when you're looking to point the finger at anybody, I can't point the finger at Errol and say, yo, man, you're at fault for this. I can't. Anthony says, by the way, I think Bud is too small for Errol. I actually think Errol will win. I just don't think Bud is ducking like y'all think he is. Well, first of all, I don't think Bud is too small for Errol. I think Bud is and Errol are the exact same. Well, they're not the same size, but Bud has grown into the weight of 147 quite nicely. And his power has transitioned up 7 pounds. His speed is there. He hasn't lost a step. Bud is who he is. So I don't think the size thing is a conversation. As far as saying he's ducking, okay, I don't want to say he's scared of anything. I'm just saying he's his decision making is poor. Can you make sense of his decision making? If you can make sense of it, enlighten me, because I can't make sense of it. I'm not gonna get on here. I'm not gonna get on here and violate him. I have a meme up here because it's funny, But, bro, I can't make sense of it. The OG Bruce Gross says even the great Duran took a fraction of what Leonard received because he just wanted the fight. Yeah, it was a different time back then. And mind you, Leonard was making millions of dollars back then in the 80s. Back then, he was making millions of dollars back then. You know what I'm saying? This is it's just weird. Michael Johnson, boxing talking more. Salute, fam. Salute to Jason in that super chat. Much love. He said EJ doing all the heavy lifting while Bud living off his accomplishments from a lower division. Bud is a diva with no business since Boots been at Bud. You see? This is what we're dealing with. When you look at the situation and you just lay out all the facts, nobody's lying on Bud. Nobody's saying Bud is trash in the ring. We're looking at the facts and we're saying, okay, this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. What has Errol done wrong? Nothing. Not that I've seen. I haven't seen anything that he's done wrong. That's right, Copper. Those were fighters back then. The money was there. But my point is, we weren't in the business. Aftermath White, salute. We weren't involved in purse splits. All we know is that, he was on a Wheatie box. And we assumed you was rich. But that wasn't our business. No, Anthony, I said that. Matter of fact, I played for you, brother. I played for you. And I gave him full credit for that. I was like, man, it's about time.
Obviously you're becoming a free agent. Bob said if he would talk to you about individual fights. He mentioned Spence. He mentioned Josh Taylor. Is there any individual fight out there that appeals to you more than others? And secondly, when do you make the decision? How do you kind of go through it and come up with your decision?
Well, I'm pretty sure my decision is made already. Bob couldn't secure me the Spence fight when I was with him. So how you going to secure me the Spence fight when I'm not with him? So, I'm moving forward with my career right now, and I wish everybody the best.
Yo, the best part about that was Bob's face. Yeah, man. I saluted Bud when he did that, man. Now, watch this. But wouldn't it have been the best if he'd have did that before he re-signed with him prior to that? And we wouldn't have gone through all of this. I lost money with Bud, but he didn't lose no money with Tyson Fury. With arbitration and lying for Tyson and trying to get him in the ring with AJ. He didn't lose no money with Tyson Fury. He didn't lose no money with Vasily Lomachenko, who has not been on pay-per-view at all. But all the focus was on Bud. It goes to show you that he put Bud on a higher pedestal than Fury and Lomachenko. He really thought he had the next Floyd Mayweather because till this day, Bob Arum is kicking himself in the ass for losing Floyd and losing Oscar De La Hoya. Those guys left Top Rank and went on to become big stars. And I don't know what happens when you get a certain age. You can't keep shit to yourself anymore. He shouldn't have said that about, even if you're not, I don't know why, but even if you are a person that legitimately, Zenith, salute, if you legitimately, for whatever reason, hate Bud, even if you did, when you heard Bob say that, you had to be like, hold on. That, you really said that? But what I'm saying is, once that was said, didn't we not all look at Bud and say, all right, what you gonna do? I thought he was gonna be like, I want out my contract today. I'm buying it out today. I don't care how much it costs. We were just trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then what did he do? He turned around and said, we don't know his heart. I'm like, yeah, we know his heart. It's black. It's black with tar on it. Why is Bud there? We couldn't make it make sense. So when he finally leaves Top Rank, fine. But now he's left Top Rank and he's still on this Bud shit. What the Bud you doing? Eric Kepler says, truthfully, Spence could fight for 50-50. He'd still get paid. It's the biggest fight in boxing. Spence knew TC wouldn't take that low ball split, but still should have accepted the split, though. But see, that's the thing. The 60-40 wasn't a low ball. The 60-40 wasn't a low ball. It was just right. Bumpy Thompson in the building. The 60-40 wasn't a low ball. Budfellow was a low ball, but it wasn't a low ball. 40%. I mean, y'all go look at BFTV's videos on. He broke down the money. It wasn't a low ball. And you're right. It is it's the biggest fight in boxing, but it's also where it's the biggest fight for Errol. It's also the biggest fight for Bud, financially and reputation-wise. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of those funny conversations. You remember when they say with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, oh, Floyd's trying to age Manny out. And we're like, that's impossible. Oh, no, he's trying to age him out and wait for him to slow down. I said, wait a minute. Y'all know Floyd is older than Manny, right? Okay. So what you mean he's trying to age him out? You know what I'm saying? The fighters are aging at the same time. You don't just... Like in Star Wars, you put fucking Floyd in the freeze and he stops aging because he's fucking frozen. None of this makes sense. In these purse splits, one fighter gets more than the other. Who made more when Bud fought Amir Khan? Anybody know? I'm asking. I'm asking for a friend. Because I'm looking at the level of accomplishments. Salute to my uncle, Dre Finest. He said, Bob messed up with greed with Floyd and Oscar. Yeah, he kicked himself in the ass. That's exactly what he did. He kicked himself in the ass. That's right, Unc. See, look at that. See, look at this. Look at this. See? See that? Bud proved he was a better fighter that night. I was there for that. That was in Madison Square Garden. I was there, and that was a pay-per-view that tanked. That was a pay-per-view that tanked. Okay? According to Bob. Green Dragon, salute. Bro, I can't disagree. He said both Bud and Bomac can't read the room in regards to value in the marketplace. They really seem to make moves in spite of their pride rather than maximizing their position. And let me tell you what the nail in the coffin was. Everybody saw the Blu-ray, Detroit BC, salute. Everyone saw when he was on the panel, when Bomac was on the panel with BFTB and Blu-ray and the other brothers. And what Bomac, and this is what I'm saying, some people need to learn when you need a PR person. All right, when you have a court case, do you go and defend yourself or do you get an attorney? It would serve you well, even when you know you didn't do it and you think you can articulate. No, get an attorney, man. Because there's a way facts need to be presented. And Bomac destroyed his own argument on that panel. And I couldn't believe it when I was listening. I listened to it live. And I could not believe what I was listening to. I could not believe it. I said, yo, did he really say they went the WBO route because it was easier? They just been ripping Errol for 2 years for that easy route statement, which they took completely out of context. He says, I'm going to go handle my business on my side of the street. Remember all of that? Oh, you took the easy route. No, it's easier because all the beef is on my side of the street. So I'm going to go over here and eat it up because it's easy to make. I ain't got to go through loopholes and deal with Bob. So I'm going to go over here because all the talent's over here. But I'll entertain you at 60-40. And Bud said no. 50-50. He said, nah, fuck out of here. Remember, Bud said, y'all called you on the phone. He said, nigga, I ain't got your number. How many of y'all answer phone calls from numbers you don't recognize? But that makes sense because here we are 2 years later, Bud screaming in the fucking ocean. Where you at, Errol? Errol's home. I'm home, nigga. You got my number? Now when you call, I know it's you because I got you locked in. Call me. Call Al. Why are you screaming in the ocean? You know how stupid that shit is? Do that shit after the fucking fight is signed. Why are you screaming in the ocean at 30-something years old? Where you at, Earl? I said, this is a little embarrassing. Okay. I guess some kids identify with that behavior. Okay. He's screaming in the ocean. This shit is embarrassing. Oh, my God. You're better than that, bud. Come on, man. And Bomac gets on that panel and forgot what he said with the Manny Pacquiao situation. BFTB asked him, and then he said, I never said that. And then he said, okay, if I did said that, I'll be a man. And what did he say? He'll apologize? I said, oh, shit. Because when BFTB mentioned it, I said, yo, he did say that. I just can't remember when he said it. But what do we know about BFTB? You think I got receipts? God damn. He said, okay. He pulled it right up. Bomac left the panel, but he pulled it up and played it. sat right there on the panel and said, yo, man, we went the WBO route because it was easier. He was like, oh, man, I almost swerved off the road. I said, oh, shit. Get a PR person, because the PR person would have called Bo and said, yo, get off that panel. Don't say another fucking word. Don't you say a word. You got a lot of fan bases that believe in you. You want to keep that belief. You want to keep that argument going. You don't want to ruin anything else you say. Stop. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. But he kept talking. And has he spoken since, by the way? Has he done any more panels? Has he said anything else? I don't see it. Salute to Zenith 360. He says Spence brings in 80% more revenue than Bud based on their numbers. But, I mean, based on their numbers, Bud should be getting 20%. So not only was it not a low ball, it's double what Bud brings in. No one in here would give up half. You see what I'm saying? So all the Bud fans, if y'all really want to do math, go ahead and play with that math. Go ahead and play with it. I don't like to get that deep. I like to try and keep it simple, but everyone likes to fuss and fight, and BFTV broke down the math. Y'all go ahead and fuss with him if you dare. The math made sense. It wasn't a low ball. It wasn't. 60-40 was not an insult. It was a come up. Now, mind you, again, Ghetto Life Boxer, salute. Everett White, salute. Now, mind you, if maybe 40% was really 20% because Bob would have had his hand in his pocket. I get that. So now he's on his own. Now he's messing with the IBF saying, yo, make me the mandatory. Mandatory IBF is 65-35. So maybe it's like, yo, that 35% is more than what that alleged 40% would have been if I was still with Bob Ehrman top rank. So I'm doing better with the 35%. But now Boots is in the way. Did he really understand that Boots was there? Did he know? That's my question. My brother G5 Gabe in the building. He said BF destroyed Yoda Mac in less than 10 minutes. He did. And if y'all ain't see it, go to the channel. He did. He did. I'm listening to it impartially. I'm like, ooh, this is bad. Once Bomac said, yo, man, I didn't say that. I said, no, he did. I just don't remember where he said it, but I remember hearing him. He did say it. And then he said, if I did, once you go there and say, yo, well, if I did, I'll apologize. I'll be a man. And I said, oh, shit. This is the part where he stops. Say nothing. But he kept on. He eventually fell off. But Lamont, salute. You know what it is. My brother St. Louis Mix in the building. He said Bud made Bomac do body shot drills without pads on after that interview. No, don't be on no more panels. Has Bomac been on any other panel since then? I don't think so. This is all bad, man. This is all bad.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Let me tell you something. If Errol go in there and steamroll Ugas, that's not an easy fight. Ugas ain't gonna lay down. But I'm saying if Errol goes in there and steamrolls Ugas, we still looking at Bud like, what you finna do, homie? What you gonna do?
You know, man, you're Bud.
Come on, Bud. Sometimes I feel we have more faith in your abilities than you have faith in yourself. I don't know. Damn right. That shit do like an album cover. You know what I'm saying? Errol's latest release, 2022.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Yo, man. I'm not bullying Bud. I'm just asking Bud the fuck, man. What the Bud's going on? What's Bud got to do with it? You're not a victim, Bud. You had opportunities. You grew up with two parents in the household in the world of boxing. You had money. You had opportunity, and yet you're still complaining. You ever went to school with a kid that grew up good and everybody else was from a bad neighborhood, and you're like, yo, why you over here with us? Why you over here? We fucked up over here. Why you trying to beat us? Why you fascinated with us? Get away. Come on, bud. Bud, Josh Taylor will be at 147. You're going to turn around. Josh Taylor going to be there. Josh Taylor going to be there. And they're going to roll out that red carpet for him. And if he fuck around and get an Errol Spence fight before you, I ain't going to know what to say after that. Keith James in that super chat, much love. He said, Drew, people miss EJ. Also said, we can negotiate. Brother Code, salute. That part. We can negotiate. That's why everyone is saying, yo, does Bud even really want this fight? I can't call it, man. Y'all going to have to let me know, man. Well, anyway, y'all want more cooking on this? Because I think this is going to be all day. And we heading over to the General right now. I can't wait to hear what the General got to say. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chats, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Painfulness Excellence podcast. I'll have content in July. We're going to have fun over there, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, brother and sisters. Bronx on deck.
Move!